Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. Just when you thought the comic industry couldn't get any more pathetic, up steps Mags again to show just how puerile, petty and imbecilic people like her truly are within it. What's she gonna do? Well, she's going back after Sean Gordon Murphy again. Yes, somebody she's been desperate to cancel for a long time. If you've been following my videos, the last time we heard from her, she and Kwanzaa and Joe Glass were having an open discussion on Twitter. As if it was some little mean girl high school fucking with Joe Glass going, hey, don't anyone add him into the conversation. I don't want him to hear this. Even though we're openly trying to cancel him. And what's Sean Gordon Murphy's crime? I'll tell you, he's good. He's good at his job. He gets his head down, he does his work, it's quality, and he sells. Something Mags doesn't do whatsoever. But you see, when you're in the mainstream comic book industry, it doesn't matter if you've got extreme talent, like Sean Gordon Murphy, or Scott Snyder, whichever way you take him. I've sort of gone off the boil with him, with his stuff. You have to bow down to these weirdos, these filth, which is gatekeeping the industry, which is saying, no, I know this has been in the industry for like decades and decades, but we're coming in now, we're here to ruin it all for you. So Sean he did the platitudes. He went and saw her and was just like, oh, hi, aren't you lovely? And then went home and probably said to his wife, oh, God, I had to go through that obnoxious cow who thinks she's something in an industry and she's nothing. Talentless. Got a TV series on Sci-Fi for her comic, her 6-parter. That's all it's ever had. Vagrant Queen. It only released four issues. Trying to get my fingers right. Didn't sell. They put the last 2, issues 5 and 6, into the trade paperback, which shipped. Didn't sell, shipped 400 units. Which probably means there's about 300 of them burning shelves down somewhere. Vagrant Queen gets picked up because Mags ticks the boxes. And it is one of the worst, if not the worst, viewed program on Sci-Fi. Within a couple of episodes, it's been relegated from its cushy slot to the midnight slot. And then it got cancelled. Because Mags, unfortunately for her, isn't operating off talent. They're operating off the weaponization of their diversity tick box. And everyone knows that, no more so than them. And it must eat them up inside. It must tear them apart inside to know that they are literally being gifted things. I can't remember who said it. I don't know if it was your boy Zach or maybe even Ripper. But it's like Make-A-Wish. It's like Make-A-Wish, but instead of, unfortunately being terminal, you just tick the diversity box. Here, we're going to make your dream come true because you tick a box. Well, last night, they did something pretty disgusting. Let's get into it. I'm back! Last week was absolutely crushing experience that finally taught me what it means to navigate the world as a woman. Mags is a trans woman, so they will never actually truly know. I finally internalized stuff I knew intellectually. RE, the danger, men qua men represent to women qua women. So you already know from the first tweet that they speak like a pretentious twat. The onslaught of seeing over and over and over men I know and respect named as abusers by women I know and respect, including friends of mine on both sides of the abuse equation, really knocked me over. But what broke me was realizing the same playbook had been used on me. No, it hadn't. Not even close. But Mags is going to weaponize it because they're filth. That's why. They're going to take something real serious. And there was a couple of people, I believe, in the comics industry that got called out. Well, one from Wizards of the Coast and one in the industry that got called out legitimately so. But then there were others that got called out and they didn't do anything wrong. Like Warren Ellis. He didn't do anything wrong. Everything that he did was consensual. Yet, of course, they put out that absolutely pathetic I Pledge, which, by the way, was written by 4 women, I've been informed. But they gave it to the ballless Tom King to put out there. Because, you know, the soy generation, the soy flows freely for the men in the comic book industry, mainstream. I pledge not to be a horrible person. I pledge to be this, that, and the other. If you have to take that pledge, there's something really wrong with you. But what that pledge essentially did was demonize all men and basically say diversity hires, people of colour, as they like to so call them, and women have no agency. They have no control whatsoever. If man tell them to do, they must do. No agency they have. It was pathetic. Because the mainstream comic industry is pathetic. I don't want to get into a whole thing about what happened between me and Sean Murphy, because nothing did. Nothing did. Whatever happened is in here. What you thought was going to be part of the plan and wasn't part of the plan. But it's all here. All there in their deranged mind. I've covered that already elsewhere, and it's draining to recount. Remember the first time that Sean Gordon Murphy was attacked? The first time that he was attacked is when he did a cover for his friend Doug TenNapel. He did a cover for Bigfoot Bill or whatever, and they attacked him for him. They attacked him for it because Doug TenNapel doesn't agree with gay marriage or whatever. That's his prerogative, whatever. That's his stuff to deal with. It's got nothing to do with Sean Gordon Murphy. They're just friends. Whether you agree or disagree with somebody about a policy or a certain thing, you can still be friends. But no, they came for him. So Sean pulled the cover, pulled his support for the project, bent the knee. But once you bend the knee, all you show them is weakness. You show that you are willing to be subservient, and then they smell that like blood in the water for piranhas, and they will eat you alive. And guess what? It's open season on Sean Gordon Murphy. The second time was when Mags and Joe Glass and Kwanzaa got their little Twitter hack job mob together to try and cancel him. Didn't work. He kept quiet, cut his head down. And then the third time is when, during the beginning of this month, when the riot started, Sean put out a very reasoned tweet where it's just like, I want bad cops to be held accountable. I want good cops to be able to do their jobs. I want the rioting to stop. Commonsensical stuff. No, that doesn't fit the narrative, Sean. And he got besieged again. What did he do? Cancelled himself. Cancelled himself. Upon reading, yes, I shouldn't have done this. Let me explain. Blah, blah, blah. Bent the knee again. Unbelievable. Unbefrickin-leavable. And now Mags is going for the kill. She's going for the final shot that they can. But while I need to categorically state, here it comes, While I need to categorically state that he never touched me, he never touched me, but now you've associated him with it. Congratulations, and you know what you just did. Reading the accounts of others felt uncomfortably familiar. Sorry, the accounts of others? Read which others? Exemplar, pour exemplar, s'il vous plaît. You're not going to provide any? Course you're not. Because in the court of public opinion, you don't need evidence. You just need accusation. Where did we recently hear that with? The Angry Joe shit. You don't need evidence. You take to Twitter, you spill your guts, and you don't have to bring anything to the table because you've tainted them. You've tainted them. I'm not looking for comfort and sympathy. Of course you fucking are. If you weren't, you wouldn't be doing this right now. You wouldn't be doing it, but you are. You are, because you want attention. All eyes on me. So please, no internet hugs. Oh, they had a rant about that, by the way, the other day. Or advice. Yeah, shut up. Just listen to me. I, the great Mags Versace, am preaching to you. I don't wish to hear from the plebs. I don't want to know. This is a one-way conversation. So why are you even having it? Why are you even having it? Mags, see a therapist. Unload to a therapist. That's what you do. You know. I just want to talk about what happened to me this weekend. Therapist. That's what you pay a therapist for. Again, Sean never touched me or intimated he might touch me. And I'm not accusing him of assault. But I'm going to put him right next to all of those words and associate him with them. Oh, absolutely disgusting. But he did hook me and use me. Oh, here we go. Mags, I have no agency, Visaggio coming in. Everything from the unfulfilled promises of... This is where they absolutely reveal themselves for what they are. A hack! Everything from unfulfilled promises of future professional and financial assistance to love bombing. What the fuck is love bombing? What the fuck is love bombing? Love bombing. In the practice of showering a person with excessive affection. Yes! I can imagine why he'd do that. Because you're a nut job that keeps trying to cancel him. And keeps going after people. So he's just trying to keep you sweet. So you leave him the fuck alone. That's why. Ay. So you're saying that he had unfulfilled promises of future professional and financial assistance. Sean said he'd make sure that I get to work with him so I can make some money. Because I'm a talentless hack. And I want to and I need to associate myself with somebody that does have talent. Because I, Mags Versace, have none. You just exposed yourself. Congratulations. Congratulations. Guess what? He owes you fuck all. He owes you nothing. If you were good based off merit, maybe he'd be dying to work with you. Oh, yeah, I want to really work with that talented writer. Oh, he owes you jack shit. I know you're used to being handed everything on a plate. Sean Gordon Murphy doesn't have to do that. I know you don't have to work for anything. Your agent has done all the good work and now they've abandoned you too. Jesus Christ. The arrogance and the ego and the entitlement of this person. This is why the industry's burning. Burning! All in the service of making sure I defend him when he did problematic shit. Shut up! Shut up, you little child. You pathetic high school child. This is ridiculous. You are an adult. You are an adult, apparently. Defend him doing problematic shit. What? Like do a cover for his friend? Huh? Or put up a campaign on Indiegogo because that's where money is. Because Kickstarter gate-kept the shit out of them. And if you listen to his fucking statement about that, he was one of the people that was allegedly problematic. Because Sean wants to associate with people he likes. He doesn't give a shit about your petty politics. He doesn't give a shit about your high school drama that you have to have for you to have any sort of existence by the look of it. Insane. Insanity. Problematic shit. Nothing wrong. Nothing. Nothing at all. Textbook stuff. I spent days thinking it over and over. Talking about with other women he did it to. With other women he did it to. What, you mean people like you that thought you were, deserved a piece of his talent? Get out of here. Fuck off. Again, not going to name examples. I'm just going to use that as evidence. It's tragic that an adult, I don't know how old Mags is, but I'm going to reckon somewhere in their 30s, that an adult stoops to this level of childish behavior. This is a tantrum. This is a Teddy tantrum on Twitter because I didn't get what I want. I wanted a pony! And the pony told me to fuck off. As the pony should. So let's take our focus off Sean. Now that I've fucking buried him. Nah, Mags, we're done. We're already done. We're done. We're done with your shit. Your utter shit. It was a lesson learned. It was an abuser. Assuming every man you deal with is a potential abuser. You'd know. You'd know. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. If the comic book industry had any sort of fucking backbone whatsoever, you'd never work with this person again. This is what you get when you hire them. This is what you get. This poison. You want this poison in your company? I wouldn't. I wouldn't let it close to my company. I don't give a shit if they do these freelance works. Wouldn't let them close to my company. Wouldn't have their name associated with my company. Whatsoever. But unfortunately, there are people like this in the mainstream industry. Your DCs and your Marvels, etc. And until they're all gone, until they're all out, it doesn't have a hope in hell of surviving. Not that I think it does anyway. I think it's too badly damaged now. Jesus wept. What strike of this? 3, 4, 5th time you're trying to cancel the poor guy? Grow up, you fucking baby. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do get a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming. Links in the description box down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.